It's Chuck. You're back with Milton Daily Homes. We got a list of 9 properties today, and we're going to start off with a couple 3-story townhomes, both built by Mattamy. So this one on Mark Street is just over on the other side of the train tracks. You can even see where the sort of sloping berm is for the train right there. And it's an Oxford model. It's a corner, so you have this one little bonus room down on the main floor where you come in. And that can be really useful for a home office. Some people use it as a hobby room, an exercise room. There's all kinds of different things that you can use it for. So inside you've almost got an L-shaped living room that goes into the dining room, and there it is there. So you can see how the kitchen lays out and how you've got the breakfast bar that overlooks the dining area. So there's a park right there, and that's obviously great to be really close to the park. Bedrooms are pretty decent size, and we'll even see with the next one. I find these bedrooms are a lot better than the next one in terms of size. One full bathroom on the 3rd floor, and then we've got that listing there. So overall, you know, a month ago, if you had said this was the price, I would have thought it's probably a touch high. But we've seen some good sales recently, and so these models tend to float. One good sale sets a precedent that lasts a couple months, and then there'll be a tough sale, and then they'll sort of float at that level. So I think they're carrying the right momentum on this one. I think they're probably going to do pretty well. April 4th is the possession date, and the truth is it's getting harder to find good homes under $350, and these ones have nice layouts. So Deverell's the next one, $339,900. And so it's about 50 square feet smaller, and like I said, you feel that in the bedrooms, but it is an end unit, and so when you go inside the home, hardwood floors is definitely going to help their cause. So that's your family room, and then it kind of overlooks the dining. There's your kitchen. There's enough room here to put a table, which you don't find with a lot of these models, so you could fit a table right in that nook there, and then there's your dining room. That bedroom is small. You can see how big it is. It's barely, you know, a desk sort of takes up half the room, but you can still put kids' beds in there. Master's okay, and then you've got an upgraded countertop, upgraded vanity there too. So $339,000. I think both these listings are right within shooting range of where they need to be. Riddell Crescent is a Croftside model, so now we're moving to a 2-story. And as the 2 stories start to escalate in price, which they have in the last 30 days, we also see that those 3 stories tend to sort of boost up. Now the problem with the 3 stories is that they're kind of capped at a certain level, because at some point you're never going to compete at the same level as somebody that has an area in the basement that you could store stuff or finish, plus a backyard. Okay, so that's the thing. The water, oftentimes the upside on the 3 stories is equal to what's happening above it. And so this one on Riddell, I'm a big fan. I really like this one. It does have some green space, sort of, it looks like just off to the side there. 117-foot deep lot. Just to give context, about 80 is the normal. So you've got a very impressive backyard. And then you've got what looks like hardwood floors, maybe a bit eclectic on the color side of things, but those are all things that you can change. It's easy to paint. It's even easy to change out some tiles or some backsplash. That's not the hardest thing in the world to do. Wonderful kids room. That's the front room. Tends to get a little bit cold because it's right above the porch, and then you've got this finished basement plus the lot. So I think this is an unbeatable deal to be able to have that green space plus the other stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if this one actually sold for more than what it's listed for. So jump on this one quick. Give us a call if you want to have a look at it. There's a lot of really good features there. Brandon Terrace. If you try and look up Brandon Terrace on Google Maps, you're probably not going to be successful. I'll tell you where it is. So it's just north of Roper here, and it's this little loop right here that doesn't have a name. Now, you couldn't pay me enough to be that close to the highway. I really think that that's a tough sale for me, and for a lot of buyers it's a deal breaker. If there's a plus side to it, is you've got this whole commercial stretch right here. You can go to Golf Town and try out some new golf clubs, go to the movie theater, then go eat at Boston Pizza, and it's all within a couple minutes of each other. You can go eat at Sunset Grill. It's probably about a 5 to 7 minute walk away, right by the Home Depot there. So there's So access to shopping is fantastic. Even I would say to get to the GO train is probably about a half-hour walk from here. The home itself is a townhouse. It's a 3-bedroom, and we don't really know much of the size or anything like that. So really, we're not going on too much. For me, the location personally, I just wouldn't go near it. I'd heavily caution a buyer. No matter how close it is to amenities, that's a tough sell. And so Holly is it says a 2-story. I have a feeling it's a 3-story though. It's got a double car garage, and it's 3 bedrooms, and it's 412.9. And I even recognize the model, so 1635 square feet. Almost positive that that it is one of the 3-story. It's got a rooftop deck off the kitchen instead of the backyard. So it's an executive townhome, no backyard with a double garage. So it's a good layout. It has a den on the main floor, which can come in really handy. You can have that as a home office, an extra family room. There's all kinds of uses for it. So no photos on this one. We'll have to wait and see. To me, 412 is probably a little bit aggressive though. I mean, we've never seen those townhomes sell for that. And if they do, they're significantly bigger. So we've even got a couple on Savaline right now that are bigger homes, listed kind of a little bit higher than that. But I just don't think 412 is the right number. Wait for the photos. Maybe it's spectacular. Robarts is at 574. It's a 4-bedroom. I'm guessing it's about 2,400 square feet. Lots of landscaping on the outside. On the inside, it's not bad. It's kind of light colors. There's a lot of windows on the back end. And so you can see the great views coming off the master here. And I'll give you a shot of the backyard. So there's the money shot right there. You've got the pond behind. You've got lots of trees, lots of gardens. And that's definitely where the focus is. For this size of home at 574, we have seen homes in the area sell for this. I think, it's been listed off and on for the last couple months, so I don't really know what the story is with this one, why it's not selling, but we tend to see that they're kind of relisting at the same price over and over again, so who knows, maybe they're getting activity but just not the right buyer. To me, it's a hard one to call because the pond certainly has value, but we also see there's similar sized homes selling in the kind of 510 to 530 range. So how much is someone willing to pay for that extra there? And landscaping traditionally doesn't give you a great return on investment. So Laidlaw is at 574.9, right around the same price, and it looks like it's about the same size, maybe 2,500 square feet. Very impressive upgrades in here. You can see that these guys have definitely taken care in the details. You can see this amazing little wine rack right here, and I'm not sure if that's actual stone or if it's like a wallpaper. That's your front living dining right there. Kitchen's impressive. You got your center island. You've got a big eat-in, moldings up in the master, and just meticulous details here. And you get a bit of work done in the backyard too. So it's a nice wide 45 foot by 85. It's actually a pretty decent sized yard, about 5 or 6 feet deeper than the sort of typical Mattamy one. Brick and stone, 574.9. I mean, I think if this shows really, really well, as good as the pictures are, they might have a chance. But again, there's a lot of similar sized homes that are listed for less. 30th Side Road, 649, 3-bedroom. It's a detached bungalow. It's on 10 acres. My ears perked up when I saw this one. I think there's a double car garage here. Now, I'd be interested to see if that 2,400 square feet is the entire main floor, in which case there's also a finished basement, and it sounds like there's a finished basement with a walkout. I'd have to double check that. There's geothermal heating, so you're looking at pretty energy efficient. Let's wait for the pictures on this one. I think it's a nice deep lot. It says the front 3 acres was used by a farmer, so that means the house has a good setback here. If it's in half decent shape, I think this one has a lot going for it. So Lesage is $659, and for some reason, the last time this home was listed, and it probably wasn't more than about a year ago when these guys bought it, they had a real tough time selling. It was a bit of a tough price range, but it just kept dropping down on the price, and so I think they got it for a really good deal. The lot almost looks like it kind of comes in on the backyard a bit, but the upgrades on this home are tremendous. I think you can see like even the fridge with the cabinets on there, the ensuite. You'll see the countertops. Lots of really expensive upgrades in this home. Light fixtures. There's your master, and then you've got some details in the ensuite as well. So $659. I think we're starting to see this section of the market, the sort of 700, is really starting to pick up. There's even been multiple offers 3 or 4 times in the last month. So these guys might end up turning a bit of a profit. I don't see them making a lot of money. It's 2,900 square feet though, with that many upgrades. It looks good to me. So definitely one to pay attention to. And again, if you have any questions, give us a call. If you want to see anything, give us a call. And we're definitely there to help you through this process of finding a home in Milton. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.